Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. In this video we will cover about unusual and the latest smartphone technologies. Be with us. Samsung Galaxy Flex. The design looks pretty much promising with foldable AMOLED, ultra-thin design, ease of use. There are various Galaxy Flex concepts are available over the web, but we found this Android Neo concept most attractive. This flexible Samsung phone will come with 6 or 8 GB RAM variants. It will run over Exynos 9820 octa-core processor with Mali G76 graphics. The phone will feature a flexible AMOLED display which can be foldable too. Galaxy Flex 2020 will have in-display from the camera and dual camera setup at the back as Galaxy S10e. However, these are the only specs we know so far. Nintendo Plus. Giuseppe Avanzato, the designer of Nintendo Plus, proposes a Nintendo smartphone concept focused on gaming. The concept involves Android 6.0 Marshmallow and a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor, plus a 5.1-inch Full HD screen with an AMOLED panel. The kicker here is the fact we get native emulators of famous Nintendo consoles, from the NES and SNES to the GameCube, DS and GBA even. There's a kick slider and rotation opening mechanism in the mix that lets the screen slide up and around as you need it. Plus, there are stereo speakers up front and gaming buttons, including 4 action buttons, a D-pad and 2 thumbsticks. Nintendo Plus comes with a 3000 mAh battery, a 12-megapixel camera and a body made of polycarbonate, with a hidden nano SIM slot and a punch to eject stylus pen. 4 shoulder buttons are also included somehow. Lenovo C-Plus. The flexible Android smartphone concept is just like a dream come true for many Android fans. Until now we got to hear several rumors about the bendable phone that comes in with a flexible form factor, such that it can be wrapped around the wrist. The Lenovo C-Plus that is in rumors since many years is likely to support a 4.26 inches flexible OLED display. It runs on the Android OS and will be available in 12 different attractive shades. The Android smartphone Lenovo C-Plus with the flexible OLED display that can foldable and wrapped around the wrist just like a wristwatch. Well, one thing runs our mind is why do we actually need the bendable phone? The first reason would be the flexible or foldable handsets are visually cool and are portable to carry around. When unfolded it can double the actual size of a screen. Moto Mods. Verizon started to sell the 5G Moto Mod even as it was just beginning to roll out its 5G network. Motorola has debuted a new accessory in its Moto Mods lineup, called the Moto Stereo Speaker. This is the 4th speaker mod that the company has released, and is also the cheapest with a price tag of $59.99. And this Moto Mods have an InstaShare projector. The Moto InstaShare projector is perfect for business users who may want to show a presentation on the road, without the need for a standalone projector or PC. This Moto Mod incorporates the Qualcomm Snapdragon X50 modem for the 5G network connection, and it also has its own 2000 mAh battery inside. Moto Mods are designed to be easy to share. You can swap any Moto Mod from one phone to another in a snap. No pairing is needed. Your Moto Mod instantly recognizes the new phone and will only go through the setup screens the first time it is attached to a new phone. Huawei Mate 40 Pro. Huawei Mate 40 Pro is going to be among the first Android smartphones with a 5nm processor inside, the Kirin 1000 or Kirin 1020. The fingerprint scanner is still embedded in the screen, and the waterfall display is here to stay. This may well be the first Huawei phone with a 108-megapixel camera, according to sources. It keeps the big rounded camera module of the predecessor and also provides a periscope camera, this time with at least 5* optical zoom. Honestly, there aren't that many changes from the predecessor, and one of them is definitely the return of physical volume buttons, which were capacitive on the previous model. The Mate 30 had 6 or 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, while the Mate 30 Pro has 8 GB of RAM with 128 GB or 256 GB of storage. We'd expect the Mate 40 to offer 8 GB of RAM at least, and the Mate 40 Pro the same, as well as maybe another higher option, perhaps 12 GB. The Huawei Mate 40 and Mate 40 Pro will likely not offer Google apps and services like the Mate 30, Mate 30 Pro, P40, P40 Pro and P40 Pro Plus don't. This is due to the aforementioned US trade ban. Instead of Google Play for downloading apps, there is Huawei's App Gallery. It's unlikely Google services will be restored on the devices, and it will be difficult to use apps like WhatsApp or banking apps, for example, without going through the various complicated workarounds. According to reports, the Mate 40 will have a triple rear camera made up of a 50-megapixel sensor, 20-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, 8-megapixel telephoto sensor, and laser autofocus will be on board. The Mate 40 Pro, meanwhile, is reported to have a 50-megapixel wide-angle sensor with liquid lens technology, an 80-megapixel sign sensor, along with a periscope and time-of-flight sensor. None of these specifications are confirmed yet though.